So friends, we have discussed Hcash DEP, Hcash WD. The first one was for depositing of cash. Second was for withdrawing of cash. Now transfer, right? The cash, two parts we have discussed: cash deposit and cash withdrawal. Third is transfer. Suppose a customer wants to transfer from his account to another account, let's say RD or some other loan account, EMI or some extra EMI he wants to credit in his account, or he has opened a recurring deposit, he can transfer, he wants to make an FDR also. So there are certain entries. So first let us understand what the menu option is. So it can be for transfer of amount from two different customers within the same bank also. Suppose customer A is also having an account with Bank Z and customer B is also having an account with Bank Z. So both customers A and B can transfer amounts from their own account to others' account. So we have to invoke menu option Hxfer, that is account transfer. Function type is add, A for add, select transaction type subtype as T for transfer, CI for customer induced. Now remember this is very important. Wherein customer gives in a check to transfer his certain amount from his account to another customer's account, or he gives a check given to him by another customer of the same bank and he wants his account to be credited with the amount given in the check, that is customer induced. Means when the customer has requested bank to transfer the funds between the accounts within the same bank. If it is a different bank, it will be a clearing. Remember this. System will display the details screen of record 1 part transactions type field as auto, set as debit. On the screen, first you have to enter the account number. As soon as you enter menu option Hxfer, a screen will appear on your screen. I'll show you later on in the next video. Then the amount which is to be transferred, transaction particulars, instrument type, if it is check or it is letter of authority, whatever it is, generally it is the check, and if it is check, the instrument number, instrument date, very important, and customer in person. Suppose a self customer has come in or some third party customer has come in. In order to add credit part tran, the user has to click on add button. Remember this, there are two add buttons I'll be showing you in the next video, wherein you have to click add here, and second record has to be added. From first will be the account from which amount is being transferred. Second will be the account where the amount is being credited. So there will be two. So there will be add button, two records, and the amount should tally. So that I'll show you. This version of Finacle has a very beautiful system wherein the amount will be the same here. The part tran field will be set as debit only. So system will display record 2 detail screens. In order to add credit part tran, user has to click on add button. I'll show you later in the next video. Part tran field will be set as debit only. The user has to either click on credit radio button, click on contra icon. The contra icon means same amount will be in the debit and credit. Suppose a customer makes any mistakes, so that chances are very less here when an officer makes any mistake in the entering the amount. So when you click on the contra icon means whatever has been debited from one account, same amount will be credited in the customer's account. But officer has to be very careful that he puts in the right amount in the amount field itself. 1 lakh, 1L, 10 lakh, 10L, 50,000, 50T, 10,000, 10T, and tran field to credit. In record 2 details, again I'll show you where the account is being transferred, credited account number, amount, transaction particulars will be entered here. Customer in person means self has come or third party has brought the check. Once we'll ask the customer to fill in the transfer form, or he can write the account number at the back of the check also. Once the user clicks on post, the system generates a transaction ID which has to be noted down on the voucher or the check. If the transaction amount is beyond the passing powers of the staff, then both the part runs will be in the entered state and the transaction has to be verified by the authorizer. Authorizer will also invoke menu option Hxfer and use train ID, which is already generated by the system, and he'll verify, and the entry will be made in the debit and credit accounts simultaneously. Once the transaction is posted, same will be reflected in customers accounts. So just to ensure that account has been updated, you can run HACLI, account ledger inquiry, right? So wherein that entry will be shown here. Menu option, as I was telling earlier, HTM, performing inquiry, modify, delete, verify any transactions can also be used. So verifying officer need not use Hxfer, Hcash WD, Hcash DAP. He can use simply HTM, and upon entering the transaction ID, all the details will be auto-populated in the system. Finacle has a provision to upload the transactions in customer's account in bulk also. So just note it down. So most of you won't be doing it. So this is generally done at the back end. For this, an upload compatible file has to be made available. That is as per customization of each bank given to the Finacle system. User can invoke menu option HTTUM to upload the file. It will ask you to browse where the file is lying. So there is a complete pattern how that file has to be generated, what all details have to be given, which account number, which amount, what is the name, right? It is savings or current. This can be done. Scroll report is generated by using menu option SRL RPT. This report contains all transactions posted by the user. It can be generated for cash transactions or transfer transactions separately also. HFTI, Financial Transaction Inquiry. So before day end, every employee has to check whether any entries has not been verified or not posted. For general transaction inquiry based on various criteria, menu option HFTI, very important, HFTI. One can generate report also. The option is HFTR, and for non-financial transaction HAFI, HAFI, auto file inquiry, automatic file inquiry for non-financial transactions. Means like you have issued a checkbook, you have marked a lien, you have created any lien in any account, you have marked a frozen an account for non-KYC. So these are two important menu options, HFTI and HAFI. If the user posts any wrong transactions in the account, the same can be corrected by invoking menu option HCRT. Please note it down, HCRT, that is reversal of any transactions. If the user posts any wrong transaction, I'm repeating again so you have the time to note it down, HCRT. Next menu option HPBP, printing of passbook. This is the command run for printing of passbook in the Finacle system, right? So these options are very important, HFTI, HFI, HACLI, HTM, HCRT for reversals. For reprinting the passbook, the print has to be reset by invoking menu option HPBPR. The statement can be printed by invoking menu option HPSP. This is generally for current accounts. HPBP is for savings account. Passbooks is issued to those account holders. Current account, no passbook is issued, and it is HPSP, printing of statement of account. Various inquiry menu options for customers are available here. For customer transactions are available. Please note down, I will be reading it very slowly. Inquiry of transaction customer account HACLI. Inquiry on different types of balances customer account HACC BAL. Inquiry of account details, HACCDET. Inquiry of account number for a check. Suppose you received a check and account number is not there, or you want to verify, HINQACHQ. Inquiry of interest in an account, how much interest has been paid, in which quarter, how much in savings account, which has been paid in the account, can be inquired by menu option HAITINQ. Inquiry of various accounts of a given customer, HCRV. HCRV is customer relationship value. So this menu option gives you the 360-degree view of the customer, whatever loans he has availed from us, whatever liability accounts he has with us, liability products and asset products, how much he has earned from the bank, how much he is paying to the bank, how much he has invested in the bank securities, all is given here. HCRV is a very good menu option. When you go and meet the customer, you can run this command and see all his liabilities and asset products. HCRB. HFTI, Financial Transaction Inquiry. So tellers have to keep on running in between when they want to do a day end. So day end will be faster. HAFI for Audit File Inquiry. HAFI for non-financial transactions. HFTI for financial transactions. So this was just to give you my attempt to just familiarize you with the various words and terminologies in the Finacle system. In the next videos, I'll be sharing screenshots that will be more clearer, where we have to enter, what all fields we have to verify. So these options, keep on noting it down, and later on in the next videos and next write-up, I'll be giving you all the menu options that are available in the Finacle system. So this is again my attempt to help all of you young bankers to attain knowledge, not to be dependent on anyone in case of need. So I've seen people working in the banks, those who don't have any knowledge, no training has been given to them, and they just sit there and do all this at their own risk. So just to minimize your risk, any financial loss, your service, so that you have a great career and safe life and greater life. So enjoy yourself. I will be looking forward to your feedbacks. Any queries, you can ping me on my WhatsApp, on my email, a chat box, you can mail me. So all these are available here. So we have discussed various transactions in a nutshell: cash withdrawal, cash deposit, transfer between two accounts of the same bank. This is how we have done. Hope I have been able to make certain inroads to your knowledge barrier. Have a great day. Thank you.